originally got in off-road racing through Dad, who originally bought his first car to race Pink Desert Race, which he's involved pretty heavily with motorbikes. He's been out of it now for about 6 years. In the preceding years I navigated for Dave Fellows in the number 14 Jimco for a couple of years, and then number 2 Jimco for the last year after we got second in the championship.
I've been racing off-road now for about 18 years. I started in 1992 as a navigator and then progressed from there, racing and doing the national circuit for probably the last 15 years. Been fortunate enough to drive for Peter Kittle, obviously from Alice Springs as well. Was an off-road driver himself, and was a competitive off-road driver, and we've been fortunate enough for him to allow us to drive his vehicles, and obviously with his son Andrew navigating with me for the last 5 years and now stepping into his own car, it'll be good to see him progress over the next few years.
This is my first year driving, which we've built a car basically identical to Dave's for the 2010 season, and just using this year more of a learning year as a driver, and definitely excited. Obviously doing a pretty much 5-year apprenticeship with Dave. Dave's taught me a lot of things about how to set cars up for corners and set suspension for different tracks and things like that. And just his whole preparation for races as well is probably second to none. The attention to detail that goes into Dave's cars at any given time is just unbelievable, and that's something that hopefully is passed on to me. We run 2 Jimco cars with Toyota engines, Jimco being an off-road chassis manufacturer from America.
Powered by a V6 Toyota twin-turbo engine.
Done a fair bit of internal work as well just to get the bit more power out of it that we need these days.
With an Albin's now 5-speed gearbox. We have a top speed of around 200 to 220 kilometres an hour.
It's a bit hard to explain to someone that's never been in one of the cars, just the noise and the acceleration and the cornering and the way you handle the rougher parts of the track. It's just an unbelievable experience. This race has been a little bit different to what will be to come. Obviously we built the car pretty much from scratch, from a chassis, and then added all our bits to it as well. We
run a team of about 3 people per car, and we have a few other support crew that feed us and look after us along the way, but the guys we've had with us have been with us for a reasonable fair few years now, which they know the car, they help put it together, and we get along really well.
After this race we'll go home and do a bit of a freshen up on the engine and gearbox, and just check all the moving parts, make sure everything's all still in order. But yeah, up till now it's sort of been working on a nice clean car with nice clean bits that have never been used before, so it's a little bit of a different beast. But yeah, now looking forward to the challenges that will present.